Well, thank you very much for selecting me off the internet. I really appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
I just want to ask, what was it that first attracted you to select my website over others?
I think well, first of all, the amount of homes and the information. There's a lot of information on it, a lot of homes, and I think really the reason your website was great, but talking to you was what really sold me. The fact that you were, so open and answered all of our questions and really very helpful with the area. So that was very helpful. I personally think you were incredibly flexible, and I think you're a great listener. I think you really, your communication skills, I would say your communication skills, because you really read what we wanted, I think.
I think your knowledge of the areas were very good, so that you knew exactly what each area was, and when we asked a question about it, you seemed knowledgeable about it. If this was a good area, this might not be a good area, and so you seemed to size it up fairly quickly. So we didn't spend a lot of time wasting our time going from one area to the next. We just went to the areas that we thought were important to us.
Right, and you knew that. You seemed to know that right off. In fact, the first day that we met, you had that entire listing of homes, and they were every home we looked at was actually in our area, in an area that we would have liked. So, yeah, I think communication. That's definitely a real strength.
I think sometimes people are afraid to pick a realtor off the internet because they're afraid they might be too aggressive or too pushy, or less than fully knowledgeable. How would you rate me in those areas?
I think that, first of all, I think the internet is an invaluable resource, so I think it's great, and that's where people go today. But after talking with you on the phone for just 10 minutes, even after we visited your website, you weren't at all pushy. You were very open, very friendly, offered to send us information. You sent us a huge packet of information. You hadn't even met us. And you sent us all this information. It was great. We had all this resource material before we came to the area, and we hadn't even met you. So you were really willing to work with us even before you started to work with us. So.
How did you find my negotiating skills and your helping you after we had selected the property?
Wonderful. It was awesome. I think that, obviously this house was, we loved the house, and it was the ideal.
I think you gave us a good insight into the market,
Right.
What the prices were, what would sell, what price we could offer, which would work, which wouldn't. So we didn't spend a lot of time wasting our time on the offer. We just made it, and it went very quickly.
Location, you really were very clear on, we looked at, it was there were a couple of homes that we were looking at, and you were really knowledgeable as far as location, and the preserve is, this is just beautiful. So.
Well, you ended up with a very beautiful home, and
we love it.
And I appreciate knowing you, and I appreciate your business.
Well, you're very welcome.
I really enjoyed working with Larry and Laura. They're great people, and they're very busy people. They own a national audiology center, so I wanted to make sure they used their time to its best advantage. I did that by getting them a relocation package, a lot of listings, and neighborhood reports in advance. I'd like to do the same for you. Why don't you give me a call and just chat with me about what your plans are. Look forward to talking to you.